All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified Podcast. Today is August 25th, 2024. I am your host, Luis Palacio, with my co-host, Chris.
Hey, it's your boy. Definitely excited to be back. I have not had a phone for the past 2 weeks, but that is not why we didn't record last week, I promise you.
No, definitely not. It doesn't change the fact that we probably didn't have any news until literally last Monday. So or Sunday night, really. By the time we would have recorded, it would have been like, oh, all the news are here. I'm like, dang it. We're back here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game because we love the game just as much as everybody else. I forgot to go to the next page. But that's just me. I keep forgetting about things because I've been working and doing other things aside from just sleep. But it is sleep. Or Pokemon Go. What am I talking about? Somebody kill me. Anyways, man, how you been? How's your week been, brother?
It's been a decent week. I've just been looking forward to getting my new phone. I haven't been able to play Pokemon Go at all in between there because there's just a lot of issues with the phone I was using in between. But I got to log in today and yesterday a little bit. But I was excited. We got to go by the beach, so I was just catching a ton of Wiglet.
That's crazy, brother.
You're so silly.
Yeah.
But we enjoyed it. We did one Xerneas raid. I was definitely excited about that. Nothing crazy though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to worry about. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I got my showcases and I got number one. Nice.
Same. Yeah, my friend Andrew got 3 second place ones.
Jeez. Always, of course. Man, I'm glad that you're back in the grind, but having a week off of every game that you play is kind of like
two
weeks.
It was rough, but it was like a nice refresher.
Yeah, I mean, you will be able to finally see the sights instead of just look at your phone half the time, So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but it is how it is. It works out in the long run. I'm glad you're back, and you're glad that things have worked the way that it should be. We are once again here to talk the game. Quick reminder, we are part of the Pokemon Professors Network, so check us out over there, please. I almost forgot to actually always shout out to them. I don't know why my whole schedule is weird out, but please check us out at the PokemonProfessor.com/Purified Podcast. Wonderful people to work with every single time, and everywhere to connect for every other show we got around. Ooh, I think I got a spoiler there. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. All right, cool. Let's talk Pokemon Go. I guess I should probably ask you for your hauls. I don't know if you have any at this point, though.
No, I didn't get anything. I was joking with my friend that since I haven't played in 2 weeks, obviously I've got to get a shiny today. But no, nothing happened yet. Maybe it could be in my eggs. Maybe it's still out there. I mean, the most exciting thing was the Wiglet, and then finding there's a Frigibax that spawned at our apartment as soon as we got back. So obviously that's always exciting.
Yeah.
Just been a lot of fun personal stuff. Juliet and I took photos for Trash the Wedding Dress photo shoot at the beach. So we got some really fun photos for that. But I will say nothing too much in the world of Pokemon Go. Just keeping up with what people post. I saw Cochino Mum. I follow her on Twitter. I saw she got a Shundo for the costume Pikachu.
Oh, the one from Worlds?
Yeah, I was like, it's nice to see a PvPer get it.
Too bad it wasn't the location card one.
Oh yeah. It had a location card available for that one too.
One for the Hawaii one, yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, that would be nice to get a Shundo of that with the location card. I think that will be like the #1 chase at that point, but
that would probably be the rarest version of of that might be the rarest Pikachu. Then again, some people could argue a few of the other ones, but I can definitely see that one being up there because of the location card.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Um, yeah, I mean, we had a couple of events happening since the last time we podcasted. So again, it's been what, about 2 weeks since we actually did. And of course, the reason why we really didn't podcast last week is because the news weren't really flowing, and we could have probably gotten a guest or something, but I was working on so many other things that I completely forgot about it. So I was like, by the time I was working on our notes here today, or that day or that week, I was like, I don't have anything to talk about. So it is how it is when it comes down to it. However, we had a Community Day Classic, Worlds Weekend, and a brand new event that's happening right now. Try them together. So let's recap real quick Belden Community Day, because I have a really cool catch that I don't know if you actually noticed or what it was.
A cool catch.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a really good Beldum during
what?
Day. Yep. Yeah, I got the Shundo.
Dude. Oh my gosh, that's so hype. I'm jealous,
mask,
but
instant mask into a Metagross, and instant mask into level 50 will be my body pretty soon once I finish up with my body progress of Yveltal Hondo, but still. Getting a Shando Metagross is probably one of the best things that I could have gotten out of the entire thing. And it happened early, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna chill now. It's like, I don't need any more through this.
So jealous. I missed out on that calm day too.
Yeah, you did, because you
yeah. Oh my gosh.
I caught quite a bit of shiny Beldums from then, so I'm ready to do a lot of trades. Unfortunately, I didn't have all them, so you do have Beldum. Unfortunately, you'll have to wait until September to really get their Community Day moves again. So maybe we can do some shiny trades if we can. So that way you get some good ones.
Maybe.
Aside from that, I got like a Skarmory, a Fanfi. I finally got that little bastard. I don't know if I talked about it last time, but I did. It took me forever to get at least one shiny of those. That's crazy. And then potato. That's mostly all the shinies. As for Hondos, I mean, of course, the Shando, but I also got on the same day, because it was Worlds Weekend, I did get a Pikachu Scuba Diver Hondo. So it wasn't the Shando, but it was the Hondo. That was pretty nice.
That is still very cool.
Yeah. I also hatched a Hondo Smushum. I think it was literally the same day, too. Yeah, no, okay, so I got 3 Hondos that time. I'm coming back, y'all. I'm glad that at least I was able to get the Shando Beldum, because that is my Shando for the year. I'm okay with
that. That's
a
chase right there, yeah.
Bro, yeah. Getting many good Shandos and Hondos are always going to be a good thing. After that, the only other notable thing that I hatched was a 98, 14, 15, 15 Balvresta. and I wish it was something more. Oh man, but it is how it is. That's the name of the grind. That's the name of the game. Aside from that, I've been playing, but I haven't really I haven't even set my my Go Plus Plus to catches, because I really don't want to catch anything outside of events right now. The wild spawns are kind of like mediocre and everything. So I'm in restock mode for a little bit until the next season starts, which will be happening very, very soon. By the time you listen to the next podcast, we'll probably have all the news for the brand new season, which we actually know what it is now. But, we'll wait for the future announcements, I guess. But that's pretty much it. Aside from that, we have Worlds Weekend, which I was super jelly not to actually go to Hawaii. But, of course, it would have been expensive as hell. And of course, I wouldn't be able to actually go to the convention. I just would have gone around Hawaii itself. Although it's not a bad thing, because I really do want to just, go to Hawaii at this point. And it was fun. I guess it was fun for everybody watching it. The Worlds Weekend was actually pretty fun to watch, and actually named our brand new crown champion for the first time again, for the 3rd time in a row. But there's definitely a new champion every year so far, so that's kind of nice. And we have a brand new event that's happening right now, which we'll discuss right now. It is Triumph Together. So Triumph Together is another chance on the custom leader Pokemon. So Lapras, Ponyta, and Elekid. At the same time, Try On Together started on August 23rd and is ending on August 30th, so which is like at the end of the month close. The global challenges for Triumph Together. So each time we complete a challenge, we'll have another challenge to do. So for you Valor enjoyers, you gotta defeat 75 million Team Go Rocket members to unlock the next challenge. Yeah, good luck.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. On the 7 days, yeah, that is a lot. But the bonus active throughout the challenges, Tingo Rocker will appear more frequently throughout Pokestops sending balloons. Of course, you will get a balloon every other 2 hours, I think. And the Rocket grunts will be around anyways. The rewards will have a special Team Valor Team Time research opportunity that leads to an encounter with Ponyta wearing the Candela Team accessory. 2 times experience with another chance, I know, right? 2 times experience for spinning Pokestops, and then an instant global challenge unlocks. Yeah, we're almost like 3 days into the event, and we haven't even gotten to like, I think we're like 80% done with that with the challenge, or yeah, yes. 85 maybe, almost 90. We should actually have it by either the time we wake up or by the time, sometime in the middle of the day tomorrow. So not too bad.
Yeah, I think it's a safe bet to have it sometime tomorrow if everyone's able to keep fighting, even though it's not the weekend anymore.
Yeah, I know, right? We'll see how it goes in another day, but it is challenging to do so many rockets. I done probably about 20, but that's about it. I've seen my friends list and they're like in the 300s, and I'm like, how are you doing this many rockets? It's like, do you live in a populated area where it's like all rockets all day? That could be a thing. That'd be hilarious. But how you actually, no, I should probably say, have you even done any since the event started?
I've done a tiny bit today.
Okay.
I've only fought like 4 or 5 though, probably.
Yeah, that makes sense. No worries. Yeah. You're excused after the ability not playing for 2 weeks, but
it's okay. I'm hoping.
I know, right? It's like you only got one. It's like I helped. Anyways, unlocking that the instant global challenge after that will be the next challenge, the instant global challenge again, and the challenge is hatch 20 million eggs. Yeah. Good luck with that. The bonuses active during the challenge is half distance for when eggs are placed in incubators throughout the event. So I kind of want to stop incubated eggs until the challenge starts, because I will want to actually start doing that.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of wish I knew that. Because I just threw all my 12Ks in today.
Like, great. Yeah, good luck with that.
I will say I have a ton of 10Ks ready to go for that. So
there you go.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Additionally, the following Pokemon will hatch from 7-kilometer eggs: Grimer wearing a party hat, Slugma wearing the visor, Litleo, Kamola, and Togedemaru. It's an okay pull if you haven't gotten some of the shinies.
I do still need Togedemaru shiny, fair enough. Same for Kamala, actually.
Yeah. I have Kamala. I don't have the Slackoff or the Grimer, so I can probably do with those.
Yeah, I think Kamala and the Slackoff would be my chases out of that pool.
The only problem is the Slackoff is going to have non-PvP IVs.
Yes, but I still feel like I still want the Hundo anyways. Just because I like putting him in
or the Shundo
in gyms. The Shundo
with the visor.
I might just, in that case, I might have still kept. I might keep it a Slackoff just because the shiny just looks better.
Yeah. I agree. Maybe get a 2 from that set.
Yeah, get 2 Shundo.
Yeah, that'd be nice, right? Then after that, once we complete the challenges, the special Team Instant Time Research opportunity to list the encounters with the Elekid wearing the Spark Team accessory will be available. 2 times Stardust from hatching eggs, and then the Mystic Global Challenge unlocks. Which is cool, I guess, because we get another chances on that. And then once the Mystic Challenge is ready to go, we'll have to complete 35 million field research tasks.
The number's so big.
And then the bonuses throughout the events is the event team field research stats will be available. The following Pokemons will appear in the field research stats throughout the event. And that would be Cyndaquil, Beldum, Tortuga, Archon, Ducklet, Emolga, Dynamo, Gumi, Crabrawler, and Tandemaus. Aside from Tandemaus, everything else can be a shiny.
Yeah, Tandemaus is kind of cool, but I think Tortuga and Beldum would have to be my chases.
Says the person who doesn't have a Shando Beldum.
Yeah.
Tortuga definitely something to look forward to. I don't really. I mean, I guess I should. No, I got Emolgas from the GoFest events and Ducklets.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of those are from GoFest.
Yeah.
So it's GoFest and Community Day Pokemon.
I have Crowbrawler too, even though I hate it, right? Yeah, I have Crowbrawler too, even though I hate it. Anyways, I'll go for the Gumis most likely because I need the Shando Gumi anyways. So
That's fair.
Yeah. Yep. And that's pretty much it for the challenges. However, once we finish up the Mystic Challenge, we'll have the team's special time research opportunity to encounter the Lapras wearing the Blanche team accessory, and then 2 guaranteed Candy XL for evolving Pokemons.
Not bad.
Not a bad thing if you're looking to evolve all your Pokemons. However, you are able to buy a $5 ticket if you want to actually get additional encounters with the team leader team customs.
Yup. Especially if I don't get a shiny at one of them.
Yeah. 2 premium battle passes, 1 Rocket Radar, 1 Super Incubator, and 1 Lord Module. It's decent for $5, I should say.
Yeah, honestly, I count each of the costume Pokemon to be at least $1 each.
Yeah, so it's not bad.
Oh, which I know sounds silly, but like you only get we've only had an encounter with 1 before. We're getting 1 more now,
and then
why not get that 3rd one in there?
Yeah, might as well get at least the 3rd chance of getting the shiny when you can. Ferdog, thank you so much for joining us. Manny, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it very much. Showcases and Pokemon Go web store. That's pretty much it. I wouldn't say much because again, I don't know. Do we like this type of challenge events?
I definitely think it gives a sense of doing something. I think the coolest part of it is the people that are competing with each other on your friends list. I think that's really funny.
Yeah, I guess that should be the
500 completed tasks.
Yeah, actually, let me check that right now. We have my number 1 friend list guy has over 261 Tingo Rockets done. Yeah, I'm done. That's pretty much it on that. We are ongoing on that event, so hopefully we'll get that when we get there. Hopefully we'll get more eventually when it comes down to it, but it is how it is when it comes down to it. It is what it is. I'm sorry. We actually got a review in Apple reviews and said that the podcast was great, but we yawn a lot. It's my fault because I do that, and we say it is what it is too many times. So I apologize, y'all, but that's how it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Anyways, let's get into the research topics of the week, shall we? We do have some pretty amazing news actually happening and probably some even bigger news happening next week, but we do want to at least highlight the small things that they have actually showed us. Once Worlds ended, and of course we have the closing ceremonies, we did get a tease on what's to come to Pokemon Go. And something big is coming to Pokemon Go. Hold on, let me make
something
sure
bigger.
Something Dynamax is coming to the game. But we did get a nice little cute video of somebody actually making a straight throw, and then something is going on. Something is big, and it's amazing. It's like the clouds move and everything. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that doesn't look right. But
oh my gosh, they put in the little Jurassic Park water thing for a second.
Yeah.
And the water just falls over. That's great.
That'd be hilarious. The funny thing is that if you see the shadow in the trailer, it does look like a hand. And what's the only hand Dynamax Pokemon that we have? Or Gigantamax, I should say.
Well, I'd take into account the fact she's catching a Krabby, too.
She's on a beach, though!
I'm just like,
Oh my goodness. What are you looking for? Like crab roller or a wiglet?
no, because there's Kingler.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But can Kingler appear in the wild? I don't even remember at this point. Has Kingler? Yeah, I know Kingler has appeared in the wild before. I just don't remember actually ever seeing that. Um, Anyways, I haven't been in the water areas in a while. But yeah, it just says here,
Like a Mewtwo.
I know, right? Mega Mewtwo. Yeah, there you
Oh
go.
my gosh. Yeah, that's definitely what
It
that is.
says right here, end quote, we're all learn a gigantic amount of exploring the world and encountering all sorts of Pokemon together over the last 8 years. And yet there's always seems to be new mysterious to uncover. Looming just over the horizon, and new seasons means big changes, big battles, and big Pokemon. We wonder what awaits you in the next Pokemon Go adventure. Dun dun dun. Anyways,
So are you assuming it's Mega Machamp then?
no, a big hand. It actually looks like Gigantamax Eternus.
Ooh, that would be a crazy one to start with.
That would be a crazy legendary to go through. Maybe a special research.
Could see it.
Yeah, yeah, it's not a bad thing. I mean, there's definitely more to meet the eye, but we have plenty of Dynamax Pokemons to catch because every Pokemon can Dynamax. Dynamax. And anyways, and plenty of Pokemon can also Gigantamax. So we'll definitely have some content here from here on out. And I believe somebody leaked, or it was leaked by the Pokemon Company, the name of the new season. Do you remember how you actually say that?
No, I haven't. What is it?
Let me make sure.
Dynamic Dynamaxing? I don't know.
Now, the name of the new season is called Max Out.
Oh, that's awesome, actually.
Yeah, it has the little clouds for Dynamax and everything. So I'm just waiting for the trailer to drop probably tomorrow at this point. And, I'm going to cry because we couldn't record it before then.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the big teaser they've been giving us. But Dynamax Pokemon are coming to Pokemon Go. We definitely are ready for it. We're ready for new content. We're ready to go ham and probably catch some cool big stuff out there. However, Chris, how about you talk about the next piece of thing that they reveal during the Worlds event?
Ooh. Interesting. Something hungry is coming to Pokemon Go. Personally, I think something hangry would be a little bit more correct. But if you guys do not know, we're referencing, well, actually, they're referencing more Pico. And it's going to be charging into Pokemon Go in a little bit. Certain Pokemon, like Morpeko, will be able to change form in battle by using a charge attack. That's going to be interesting because I know Darmanitan and a few other Pokemon can change form, so I'm very curious what they decide to do with this.
This is a gateway to a lot of those Pokemon's abilities to really be unlocked when it comes down to
Yes. They say after the charge attack, unleashing new possibilities for you and your battle team. That is going to be weird.
It is going to be weird, and it's going to actually see how it's going to be changing in the meta regardless, So Morpeko is definitely going to be the very first thing that's going to really show us the ability of changing forms in battle. I hope that same ability can also be done through other means, just like Chris mentioned, Darmanitan. We have Aegislash, we have...
So you think this might be one of the things they wanted to get out of the way before they released him?
Yep. Because there's really no point, and unfortunately, we got into the point in the game where we know abilities are probably never coming to the game. Although a way to really get to that point would actually allow us to battle with the Pokemons, because that's the name of the game: catch, battle, and hang out with your friends. But we always wonder, how is Aegislash ever going to be in Pokemon Go if we can't really do his signature move changes, and all that stuff? How is it gonna be like? Maybe when he actually uses his charge attack to attack and change his form to sword form, his attack or his defense drops, and then once he actually uses his other ability to actually turn it back into shield form, his defense goes up or something like that. It's something to make a change and make a wave into the change of PvP that we never seen before, and hopefully it's a breath of fresh air, knowing to learn those new types of Pokemons that are gonna be changing their abilities and forms throughout the game and throughout the battle. It just seems that there's many different possibilities out there that we did not expect that were going to come anytime soon into the game. So very exciting, and definitely a lot more to it. Once we get to our PvP section, we do have some moves to cover from the worlds. So,
Interesting.
yeah. Plus, actually, I'll say this right now. There was a there was a tease of the moves changes that were going to happen next season, which we'll talk about. But there is also the timer switch. The switch timer is going to drop from 60 seconds to 50 seconds.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I do think a little bit more change with that is definitely something that helps the game.
It's gonna be interesting how the meta shifts around the new switch timer, because now that you're able to technically switch over a little bit earlier than usual, will give you a better advantage of knowing how to throw a couple Pokemons here and there. Especially, the sack mechanics and the 1 HP battle catches and all that. Those definitely are going to be pretty important in the battles, so something to keep in mind. But we'll go over that in just a few moments. And then we have one last piece of news that I want you all to talk about, because it is already confirmed for some reason, but we have a community day in September.
I did see the post about this.
Yeah. So September's community day will be Ponyta, and consequently Ganelian Ponyta. So we're happy to announce the Ponyta, the Fire Taos Pokemon, and Horse. Thank you. Galarian Ponyta, the unique horn Pokemon, will be featured during September's Community Day. September 14 on Saturday, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time, Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta will appear more frequently in the wild. If you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny one. The feature attack for both evolutions of Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta to their respective Rapidash and Galarian Rapidash will be the Charge Attack Wild Charge.
I take that. That's actually a pretty decent one.
Yeah, nice coverages. Of course, you do have your Community Day Special Research $1 tickets, special research story, or equivalent pricing. Of course, don't forget you can also gift it. Yada. Bonuses. We have 2 times candy for catching Pokemons, 3 times Stardust for catching Pokemon, 2 times chance of trainers 31 and up to receive Candy XL from catching Pokemon. Lure modules activated throughout the event will last for 3 hours. Incense, excluding the dailies, is not including, activated throughout the event will last for 3 hours. Take a snapshot for a surprise. 1 additional special trade can be made for a maximum of 2 per day, because unfortunately we'll be losing the bonus of the season. And trades will require 50% Stardust to trade. Some bonuses are active until 2 p.m. From 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. local time. And yeah, you also can do some 4-star raid battles for Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta will appear in 4-star raids. That's pretty decent because they're not like second stage evolutions you have to battle. Yeah. Anyways, Fear Reach stats will of course encounter with Stardust, Great Balls, and Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta. Showcases will of course be Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta. And the Ultra Community Day box will be available in the web store for $4.99. And of course, the bundles will be your 50 Ultra Balls, Super Incubators, and all that stuff in the regular game box. Some stickers.
Charge gems.
Elite Charge gems it is. And then, of course, you got some stickers and the Community Ambassador program for some free special research stories.
It's got some My Little Pony vibes going on here.
My little pony, my little pony.
Anytime you get an extra small one.
Yeah, I know, right? Jesus. Yeah, actually, that makes sense. Now we actually get a Shando Little XX.
Shando XX.
Yeah.
Oh, XXS.
Yeah, same. I mean, if what would you say it is? It's an XXL Ponyta then. If it's My Little Pony,
fat pony, my fat pony.
My little fat pony. Anyways. Oh, man. But yeah, how excited are you about this committee today, Chris?
It's nothing insane, but it's always a shundo chance, right? And
Yeah.
I will say, um, partially the fact that the regular Ponyta is the one that they put the Valor costume on makes me like a little bit more. My wife really likes the regular Ponyta a lot. She loves that blue flame.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, Galarian Ponyta is just a really cool looking Pokemon. So a lot of Shundo chance. I don't hate it. It's just not. It's just not like a crazy Pokemon to get. You're not going to be using it for raids. But I'm definitely going to be looking for some PvP monsters out there.
Yeah, definitely something to keep in mind, especially with the new season and new season changes that we'll be talking about pretty soon. I don't have a shiny Galarian Ponyta, so that's definitely a chase
No,
for me. No.
my man,
I know. I'm surprised too, because I mean, I
you're
have.
getting a Shundo now, huh?
Yeah, I better get a freaking Shando from here on out.
Every community day.
Yeah, now I technically do have one, but it was a trade. But I don't like
That's
trades.
fair.
But still, yeah. No, I won my own. I won my own. I was really happy when Galarian Ponyta was actually introduced into Pokemon proper.
Yes.
I wanted a shiny of that in the main series game, but it took me forever to even get one. I don't even know if I have one in the main series games now.
I don't remember.
I don't
Like,
know.
I might have hunted it in the eggs.
I yeah, I don't remember either. I think I could have do Bisuda method for it, but I think I kind of like skew away from Sword and Shield after a few years. But Ponyta or Galarian Ponyta, just like Chris mentioned, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but just as you said, it's better to hunt than not to hunt. But it is how it is.
Yeah, it's just, even if it's not a Pokemon you really enjoy, I will say there's definitely worse Shundos to get.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, that's for sure. I don't know. As long as it's not a Shando regular Ponyta.
You'd rather get the Galarian?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the news right now. I mean, I'm sure we'll have much bigger news coming next week, but we'll take.
Uh-huh.
Ahaha. But let's get into some quick PvP goodness. Get good, get wrecked. Here we go. So, first and foremost, congratulations to the new world champion. And we are going to shout out Mr. Jekai0904. Thank you so much for being the world champion, because it is nice to see brand new people out in the game. I heard a little bit about his story. This is his first Worlds and the first time he's actually even done such a large scale PvP.
Oh wow!
I think he was. I don't think he actually won like an international or something like that. I think he gone through the play Pokemon points that were introduced. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on it. But however, I know that his journey was basically like the underdog. He was just starting out. I know he played a lot of PvP GVL, but I know he's not like going to different types of continents and everything to go into different types of invitationals for Worlds. So pretty cool to say the least, my guy. Thank you. I should say like congratulations really to being a big winner out there. We'll follow your journey from here on out and see how you takes us. I was really surprised that none of the other world champions really actually got anywhere near close the top 8 or even day 2 at that point. I think our last champion, NX, got disqualified before day 2. I think Me Whittle got to day 2, but he's got stuck in the losers bracket. Dancing Rob, I don't remember him actually being there. I know he was in Hawaii. I just don't remember if he was actually competing or not. But there are a few other cool competitors out there that we have talked about. Doom Buggy was actually shredding from the internationals to the regionals and everything in the last few months for the 2024 season, and he got up pretty held up in the first few matches too. So he didn't go that far, unfortunately. And then the last few that we'll mention is the second and third place, so the finalists and third place competitors of the event. Let me see if I can actually get. One second, y'all. Yeah, so we had Martolgalde. Martolgalde is a Latin American competitor, and he actually like streams and everything his battles in GBL all the time. He went the distance, bro. The amount of play that I saw from him was crazy. There was one point that he had a in his team throughout the event, the little pluff thing. I can't remember right now his name. Jesus, I'm gonna forget it. I might. Let me go back to Kalos. Is it Kalos that he was introduced? I think so. It's not jump pluff or anything. Although that would be cool regardless. Whimsicott. He had so his battle was like this. He was in a Whimsicott battle against a Lickitung and something else in the team. So he was getting farmed down. He was able to get to this charge move. Oh yeah, and a bigger route actually. Now that I remember, so he got his charge move off. He got the shield down. He switched over to his 1 HP Pokemon. I think it was his Lickitung to catch the charge move. And then went back to Whimsicott and was able to 1 HP Dream his charge attack and to be able to get into the top 8. That was insane to watch because he was such a good competitor throughout it. So, and then I think the finalists. Let me see. Let me check if I can find the finalists. I think it was against Insidious. I think it's called. I think you know him, Chris.
For which finals?
The finals, basically, the finalists. Inaccurate was.
Oh yeah. I've seen him.
Yeah, Inaccurate actually was the finalist, basically the top 2 of the world after the event. But he did some amazing battles throughout the weekend too. And when he got to the finals, that was great. I was also rooting for him, but of course, J-Kai took the win and made it all the way through. So, congratulations.
I will say, I will say it's always awesome to see new faces up there. And it is always really cool to see, the people we know and love getting all the way to the end. Like, there's always someone we know. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think that the journey to get to Worlds is amazing. And the journey from a lot of people we follow is amazing at the same time. So I'm glad that the Worlds happened. Hi, how you doing, Ashley? But yes. All right. So once again, congratulations to the winner. And we'll move on from here. Now, GBL season of Max Out. We don't have technically the full structure of the season, but we do have the move updates, and that's what we're gonna go over right now. So just like I mentioned, the switch timer has been reduced from 60 to 50 once the season starts. We have Rock Slide, power reduction from 75 to 65. Wind Attack, energy generation is decreased. Counter, energy generation decrease. Dig went from 80 to 70. Parallel charge went from 65 to 70, and the energy cost decreased, a chance of a 1-stage defense to go up for the user. Body Slam went from 60 to 50. Swift energy cost decrease. Mud Shot went from 3 to 4 power, but the energy generation has decreased.
Okay, thank you.
Future Sight went from 120 to 110 power. Fire Spin went from 10 to 11. I mean, it is above. Steel Wind went from to have some energy generation decrease. Metal Claw energy generation increase. So we do have a way to get more energy if we use Metal Claw. Trailblaze energy cost decrease. Sap Cannon chance to -1 the opponent's defense has been decreased, I guess. I don't know about that. I'll get more information when we get there. Smackdown went from 12 to 11 power. Razor Leaf went from 10 to 9 power. Fairy Wind went from 3 to 4 power. So that means it's stronger now. Karate Chop has been energy generation increase. So a little buff. Mud Slap went from 11 to 12, but the energy generation has increased. Poison Sting went from 3 to 4 power. Sideway went to energy generation increase. Rollout went from 5 power to 8 power.
Oh, wow.
That is a buff.
That was already a menace before.
Yeah, now it is worse. Sucker Punch went from 5 to 8. And Sky Attack went from 75 to 85 power. However, the energy cost has been increased.
Okay.
So, Surf went from 65 to 75 power, and the energy cost has been increased. Bone Claw went from 40 to 55 power. Brutal Swing went from 65 to 55 power, and the energy cost decreased. Nightshade went from 60 to 80 power, and the energy cost has been decreased. Power Gem went from 80 to 85 power, and the energy cost decreased. Shadow Punch went from 40 to 55 power. That's interesting.
Yeah, man, Haunter's going to be a menace again.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could even see Gengar actually seeing let it play now. Then we have some move updates to some Pokemon. So Ledian can now learn Counter, which kind of messes up when, Counter did get a nerf for now.
Dude, all the people that have been memeing on Perfect Ledian,
and
it
now
might actually be a thing now.
I mean, it depends on how the buff and the nerf actually switch over to Counter. So, however, also Fortress will learn Ball Switch. Interesting. Breloom will Hariyama and Mainshao will know Force Palm, which is a new move that was introduced with Lucario's Mega Evolution. Clefable, Togetic, Rumblebee, and Tapu Lele will learn Draining Kiss. Pangoro will learn Karate Chop, which I don't think we actually seen one. Licky will learn Rollout with the buff. Oh, Lord. Spiritomb will learn Rock Tomb. Dusknoir will learn Shadow Punch. Okay. Galarian Slowbro, Tropius, Minshao, Orangaroo, Pessimian, Runigus will also learn Brutal Swing. And then Hisuian Typhlosion, Sora, and Solrock. Hisuian Desuat will learn Nightshade. And that's pretty much it for the move update. Any thoughts, Chris?
Definitely a lot of potential out of this, right? But I do always like when they make adjustments to moves like Mudshot, I always think that one's one of the ones that it's just hard to get ground moves working properly just because of how strong of a typing it is, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
So I am definitely interested to see how this affects the meta. I think there's a lot of fun things that can happen out of it, a lot less rage from me. So we'll see.
Yeah, so to refer to PB Poke, he already did a meta rebalances with all these changes. And we have our top 10, technically our top 20, but that is going to be the crazy part about it. So number 1, Clocksire with Poison Sting, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. Beating out Registeel now, which is crazy. Carbine will be number 2, so he went down a notch, as far as I can remember. Feraligatr, both regular and Shadow, will also be in the top 3 and 4, with Shadow Claw being in and having a nice little increase there. Dunsparce, on number 5, that rollout buff is really actually benefiting it. Gastrodon will have a good meta shift with Musclap, Body Slam, and Earth Power. Mandibus at number 7. Machamp Shadow at number 8. With Karate Chop this time, though. So that's interesting. Bastiodon, still at around number 9 with Smackdown. And Clefable with Fairy Wind. This is a different meta day, I remember it. I don't know, brother. I'm seeing a lot of good changes here, and I'm loving it. Just like somebody has said, keep everything for PvP. You're ready, Chris. Your inventory is full.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see how it shakes up things. Hopefully I got whatever Pokemon becomes good out of this.
I hope so too, because I don't know. I feel like the last few weeks with the GBLs and everything in Worlds have actually sparked a little bit of changes. I hope that, not just the changes that we see here and we're talking about, but things like Morpeko and the other Pokemon changes will make PvP a little more fun to watch and play from here on out. So I'm hoping that that's the case. And I'm hoping that we see some really cool stuff coming out of this season, because it looks like it's been looking promising for both GBL and the gameplay itself of the game. So with all this, teasers and changes and mechanics that have been around, it's time for a fresh era of Pokemon Go, y'all. It's time. And I'm hoping that we're here to share it with you all for the next few years. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. I was hoping for a little more news, but of course, we won't have that until probably tomorrow. By the time this podcast goes live, you'll be hearing us cry that we won't have the next news until next Sunday anyways. But with that, anything else that we got to cover, Chris? Or anything else you want to say so?
I guess, don't feel too bad about missing out on a day or two of Pokemon Go, as long as you get refreshed. But just remember to send me gifts. No. I'm joking, but yeah, a little break here and there isn't bad, especially when it's electronics. Yeah. So yeah, hope you guys are enjoying your time with Pokemon Go. Is I guess all I would say.
Yeah, definitely. Well, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. Thank you so much for coming to the stream to say hello. Thank you on all that. You can always listen us to in any of the podcast services feeds. That being, of course, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and many more. And if you leave us a review, we would greatly, greatly appreciate it. It helps a lot. Follow our social media, myself at Pure Letter Go, Chris at PKMN Trigger, please, with a Z at the end. And of course, Purified Podcast for all news related to Pokemon Go and other stuff. You can email us anything to the purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. You can also join our Discord. It is free, but you also could, if you want to, join the Pokemon Professor Discord for $1 a month if you actually join us in Patreon. So patreon.com/Pokemon Professor. Again, $1 a month will get you to the exclusive Discord. Fantastic place for fantastic people. And of course, don't forget to support us as much as you can at the PokemonProfessor.com/PurifiedPodcast or the PurifiedPodcast.com. With that being said, Chris, how about you take us away for the night?
All right. Yeah, it's been a lovely 2 weeks without you guys. We missed you guys, but we're happy we got to drop some news on you. Hopefully next week is a little bit more action packed. It looks like news is going to be bigger and bigger, hopefully.
Huge.
So hope you guys enjoy everything. Get out there, get catching, have fun. And yeah, get your storage ready for all the events we're going to be having. I hope you guys get as lucky as Pure Lighter getting that Shundo. and get out there and get your own. I'm hoping to be in that boat too. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next week with even more news for you, hopefully. Peace out, guys.
Keep purifying, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.